Hi everybody, welcome. It's Jason Barlow, Center for Muscle Therapy, where we aim to transform the negative impact of physical and mental postures that create disease. We do this through massage, we also do it through lifestyle. Today what I wanted to focus in on is driving posture. Many of my patients drive quite extensively for their work or have a commute to work every morning, an hour here and an hour there. That time is a great opportunity to improve your posture. It's what I like to call postural awareness. If you can increase your postural awareness, you don't have to spend many extra minutes each day doing additional exercises. If you choose to, you can, but a lot of people, we're busy, we're occupied, we're engaged, we've got so many things going on that any time we can be more efficient with our time, the greater the outcome is going to be. So, driving postures. It's quite common. I find myself doing this too. I go with the lazy posture, one hand on the wheel, my right elbow resting on the armrest. Now what happens here? My right shoulder starts to drop, my head will have to compensate for that difference between my shoulders, and I get stronger in one arm as opposed to balancing that out between the two hands. Now, what's the issue with that? It's just a number of hours. If I'm driving an hour every day and this is my comfortable posture to be in every day, I slouch a little bit to my right, which bends my spine, my right shoulder's lower, my head compensate, my left shoulder's engaging more than my right. You get the point. There's an imbalance that's taking place. Now, if I do that an hour every day, morning and nights, that's 2 hours every day, 5 days of the week, that's 10 hours a week, 20 hours every 2, 40 hours every month, and you can carry on with the math. That's 40 hours though every month that we could be dedicating that time to improving our posture just by bringing in that postural awareness and changing the position that we're driving in. So for example, if you've been driving like this for many years, it wouldn't be a bad idea to switch that over the other way, but that's going to feel really uncomfortable. So if that's not an option, then maybe you just straight away go into the ideal posture. So what we're talking about there, placing both hands on the wheel, the head is sitting and looking forward. You might rest it slightly against the headrest. Now, depending upon your headrest, it can be challenged to get into that alignment. But what we're aiming for is that the head is sitting directly upon the spine. Now, if your vehicle does have one of those lumbar spine supports, that's a great time to use it. What you should be able to do is adjust that so that it increases the curve in your lower spine. So that's right down here, my lower part of my back. So we want to get that lumbar support in the lower part of your back. What I sometimes even go to is get a small cushion, small pillow, or even a towel and roll that just enough that it sits in the lower part of my spine and creates that healthy curve. Because typically when we do sit, whether it's driving a vehicle, sat in a plane, sat at work, sat at home, is we tend to relax so much into that support of what's behind us that we depend so much upon it that our lower part of our spine doesn't work. It completely shuts off. We flatten the spine, which actually puts more pressure on those discs between the spine. So especially if anybody out there is suffering with herniated disc or trapped nerves in the lower part of the hips and the back, this is absolutely essential because that support actually reduces the pressure to those discs and to those nerve tissues as well. So ideally we want to have our arms equally distributed between the two parts of the wheel. Head's looking straight forward. Now, at the end of the day, it's the dose that makes the poison. So if you're currently spending 40 hours a week in that slouching type posture and imbalanced posture, even if we just increase that to 20 hours of healthy, balanced posture, but still 20 hours this way, it's making headway. So don't feel that you've got to immediately go into 40 hours a month of being in this very upright posture. Great if you do. But what I'm saying here is it's small incremental steps. Any time that we get into an ideal alignment is going to teach the body to maintain that. So that when we get out the vehicle, our body is, this is what a healthy posture feels like. It's more natural. But we've got to train that, and that takes time. So over the course of several weeks, several months, driving to work, doing your commute, there's your ample opportunity to train your body and train your posture so that you don't have to take as much time when you get home and you're busy, you're occupied, to do those very dedicated postural exercises. That's still good, and keep doing it if you are doing it. But what I'm saying here is this is a great way to be more efficient with your time. If you've enjoyed this post, make sure you're sharing it with your friends. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Get in on there on Facebook. You know the deal. Join us next time. Thanks so much.